What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Wednesday. Man, we got one hell of a show for you guys today. I look up and who do I see? Only the most amazing family on planet Earth, EARF, hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Fisherman Camo Joe, what's up, my brother? SHKK, let's go. You damn straight. Chicago coin up in here. Crypto for life up in here. The XRP army. Huh? The world's greatest crypto investors are up in here. CCAS says, make sure you guys smash the like and hit that subscribe button, guys. I appreciate you, CCAS. Shouts out to the family. We got KG in the house. What's up, KG? Up in here. Silver Dave's XRP. Good to see you, my brother. Kez is about to bless your back. God is about to bless your back. That's a fact. First day of the quarter, sending out blessings to everyone here at Crypto for Life. Have an amazing day. I appreciate you, my brother. Big things are going to happen, guys. Big things are happening. Ask Silver Dave's XRP. Greatest family on planet Earth. You damn straight, huh? XRP, Silver Dave's XRP knows. Praying, buddy. It's about to happen. Guys, let's get right into it. Market cap back over $4 trillion. 4.02 trillion to be exact. Bitcoin back over 117,000, guys. Ethereum doing its thing, up a few $100 over the last couple of days to 43 and some change. XRP. I would say back at number 3 as far as coin market cap, number 3 as far as crypto, number 3. But even when Tether slides up, it's a stable coin. So XRP still at number 3. How about that? At 293, guys. We got BNB right now at still over $1,000, 1,020 to be exact, guys. Typically, you'll get Bitcoin and Ethereum get the, they'll get the popping off, and the rest of these large caps will start following. Solana right now at 219. We got Dogecoin right now at 24 cents. TRX, that's Tron if you didn't know. Justin Sum, 34 cents. ADA right now, 84 cents. I don't know, how's TRX still in the top 10? That's crazy. Chainlink right now is quickly approaching that top 10 at number 12 right now at 22.54, guys. We've got AVAX right now, 30.58. Stellar, XLM doing this thing up. 7, almost 8% over the last 24 hours. Absolutely cray-cray, huh? Big things happening for XLM Stellar. We got Sui right now at 349. H-bar coming in at 22 cents, guys. LTC still at number 20, 111. We got Shiba at 4001. That's cuatro zeros and an uno for those of you guys who don't speak Spanish. I know a little bit, poquito. Crow right now is coming in at 20 cents. Toncoin coming in at 277. Polkadot, good Lord, back over $4. That'll make you want to holler. If it gets up to like $54, that's where it was at before, like 56. Last bull run, that's how you know we're not there yet. Are we there yet? Nope. Uniswap right now, 804, guys. We got World Liberty Financial, huh? Trump all up in the mix. Like 4 coins. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Aave right now, 287. We've got OKB at 190 near. Let's make it clear at 284, guys. We got Ondo coming in at 92 cents. Aster, still on fire, huh? I would say so. That damn thing was just pennies. Now it's $1.67. We got Matic right now at 23 cents. Also, guys, remember, nothing we talk about on this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice, for I'm not a financial advisor. My name is James, a.k.a. 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Let's keep it going, guys. So we got ICP right now at 443. We got the greatest family on planet Earth. Y'all didn't know. We started this show about 2 years and about 10 months ago. 2 years, 10 months, 2 years, going on 11 months, damn near going on 3 years. Cray-cray, huh? I got to look up the exact date one of these days. It's just got to be like guesstimating. Arbitrum right now, 43 cents. Casper coming in at 7 cents, guys. We got VeChain is a big deal, and that's not financial advice. Try Googling VeChain partnerships and see if your ass can sleep tonight. It's at 2 cents. We got Atom right now at 420. Uh-oh, some people like that date for different reasons. I don't know why. Algo right now, 22 cents. Flare, don't you dare sleep on Flare at 2 cents. Render doing this thing at 353. We've got Bunk. You got any? I don't. Doesn't matter. 64 in core market cap. 4 zeros and a 2. Huh? Do I need to speak Spanish? Y'all get it. 228 right now for Filecoin. Trump coin still way down, about $67 from hitting his all-time high. Some people got rich from that one. Who got rich? Did you get rich? I didn't even buy it. I know more people got ripped than got rich. That's for damn sure. And somebody is in being mentioned as a young rich person from this asset. We'll get to that in a minute. Good Lord, huh? Shouts out to Barron Trump. I don't know if I should be shouting him out, but hey, he got paid. We're going to talk about that in a minute. We got FET right now is at 59 cents, guys. We got XDC at the number 71 spot at 7 cents, guys. QNT right now at 105. INJ 1249. Optimism. We got a whole lot of it. Why? Because damn it, it's October. Huh? October. Big things are happening. We're going to talk about that and much more. We got stacks just like the song we play here each and every day at 60 cents, guys. No affiliation. Stack it up by my boy Crypto Tales, featuring bags and blockchain monkeys. We'll be talking about that in a minute and playing that throughout the stream. CRV right now is at 72 cents, guys. We've got, let's see, Cake. Andrew Tate said he got rich off Cake. GRT right now at 8 cents, guys. We got, let's see, RLUSD at 93. That's all right. Top 100, baby. We're there. Dog with hat, monkey with scarf, skunk with G-string, whatever you mean, coin. Make sure you do your own damn research. That's all I'm saying. And XTZ right now, the OG is at 69 cents. Coming in at number 100 is the one and only Theta at 73 cents, guys. Let's get right in it. We got a hell of a show. X Lloyd in the house. Good to see you, brother. X Lloyd up in here. Crypto Clay up in here. The greatest family up in here. Appreciate y'all in a major way. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Let's get right into it. All right, guys. We got a lot to talk about today. Massive confusion and fear, then bada boom, bada bing. That's how it starts. Massive. Like, how in the hell do you do a government shutdown right before October? Like a day before? Come on, Mike Owen the house. That's my best boy. If y'all didn't know, Marvin Davis. That's my dog. You do a government shutdown the day before October, guys. If that's not they could have done a government shutdown, you know. Oh my gosh, manipulation at its finest. Let's keep it going. And then some people are, is it bad? Is it good? It could be bad. Depends on how long it goes. But why is it that some people get paid and some people don't? We're going to talk about that in a minute as well. Are you ready? And are you positioned? Are you ready and positioned is the question, guys. Bull 3 puts this out. Says the SEC has already greenlit altcoin ETFs, and most people have no idea what the hell's getting ready to happen. Bloomberg analysts also say that the chances of altcoin ETFs being approved are now 100%. Damn, I like those odds. Here's why this isn't just hopium anymore. It's already happening. There ain't no hopium, baby. The SEC put it out there. We're making it easy. Huh? Every time something happens to Ripple or XRP, we're going to make it easy for everybody else. Damn it, what the hell's going on? That's the way it seemed to work out. The SEC has approved generic listing standards for commodity-based trust shares on NASDAQ, CBOE, and the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE. This move kills the 19B-4 filing requirement, making the old approval clock meaningless for future ETPs. As a result, issuers of Solana, XRP, Doge, ADA, Litecoin, AVAX were asked to withdraw their filings because they're no longer needed. They're now only they now only need the S1 registration clearance from Corp Finance, a much simpler and faster step. According to Bloomberg analysts, this means altcoin ETFs are practically green lit. Huh? About to happen. The SEC is now shifting from rejecting to standardizing the path for these ETFs. Damn. This sets the stage for a wave of altcoin ETPs potentially within weeks. And here's what that means. Liquidity floodgates open for all altcoins, or at least for those that are filing. Massive institutional entry into non-BTC assets. Spot exposure for Solana, XRP, Doge, and ADA. I know 3 of those Trump mentioned on True Social. First it was XRP. Then I think it was Solana and ADA, or maybe ADA Solana. Across major TradeFi platforms. ETH ETF was just the beginning. Altcoin season or alt season has regulatory backing now. You don't need to bet on it anymore. I think he meant on it anymore. It said on if anymore. I do it all the time. The question is, are you positioned before TradeFi finishes onboarding? Good Lord. So, guys, I'm going to tell you, this is not a guess. This is not a, what's happening. You guys can see everybody. Even if you don't see them, even if they're not saying, I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way that BlackRock and Larry Fink's got his finger up in his butt, sitting on the sideline doing nothing. No, he's up in those 1,700 NDAs. You heard what he said. Can you talk about it? I can't. You don't want me to. Yeah, we do want you to. Well, I can't. Legally, I can't. That's not what he said, but damn it, we know what he meant. Let's move on. Institutions aren't trading. They're hodl. They hodl. And they use. It's called utility. They're not like, well, let's look at the Fibonacci retracement, Mr. Bank of America. Okay, Mr. Wells Fargo, what are we going to be? I mean, being facetious, but you know what I'm talking about. The big money is not buying or selling, but in the waiting game, in the hodling game, or better yet, in the utilization game. They're utilizing these assets, guys. Something big is coming. Something big is coming. And guess what? David and Brad know, guys, look. I bet you any amount of money. I'm not trying to call somebody Satoshi, but I bet Dave and oh God, I bet Dave and Brad know Dave and Brad know a whole lot, guys. And there's a reason I said this. There's a reason I'm getting at this. And I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We'll go back to this in a minute. So just remember this picture. There's a little, there's a little something, a little opinion that I have on, it seems like everybody's just so happy around Ripple, right? Think about it, like Brad just was announced. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We'll come back to this. Brad gets married. Dave retires. Huh? Okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute. It's a good thing, in my opinion. You waited 2 years for the next 3 months of the cycle. You're not ready for what's coming. Uh-oh. Crypto Tony says you're not ready for what's coming. And he might know a couple things with 500,000 followers. What? Those who know, are ready. We know, and we're ready. Something big is coming. I think there's some meaning behind the marriage with Brad Garlinghouse, and there's some meaning behind the retirement of Joe Cass. Like, why now? Why now? Oh, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you 6 AJs of philosophy, or at least my two Satoshis, 2 cents, 2 drops. My opinion. All right. The U.S. government has shut down, but it's not all good news. Really? Why is it not good news, Metal Law Man? If y'all don't know who Metal Law Man is, make sure you guys go over to our Crypto for Life channel. By the way, guys, if you guys don't know, we are live right now on X and on YouTube, along with, if you have a Roku TV, we're live on Roku, live on Fire Stick TV, and they've got some other things in the works right now, so we're really excited about that. But if you guys want to check out Metal Law Man, we've got some incredible interviews with Metal Law Man and some of the biggest names in all of crypto. Guys, I had a stream that I was supposed to be doing with Jake Claver. Obviously, my nephew, rest in peace, passed away, so I wasn't all that focused. Somehow it just slipped my mind with everything that's going on. But we will conclude or reschedule that at another time. But going back to what Metal Law Man says, he says the U.S. government has shut down, but it's not all good news. All senators and congressmen and women, right, will be paid their regular salaries on time and in full during the pendency of the shutdown. Now, here's a problem I got with that, right? I got a problem with that. And here's my problem, guys. It's easy to make decisions. It's like when you want to sit behind your desk and call out war or call out this and call out that. And it doesn't affect your ass ain't out there on the line. It's not your kids, I bet, out there fighting for this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm pro or X. I'm just saying it's so easy for them to make these type of decisions when I think it was in 2018, out of 800,000 employees I was reading, 360,000 people were without jobs for a while. Now, I understand they do the little pay thing or whatever, maybe some back pay. I don't understand. But at the end of the day, how many people have, money put away for you to sit up and be messing around with their checks? Meanwhile, you guys who can't make up your mind, you guys who are sitting there playing all these effing games, you guys who are sitting there getting your salaries, regardless of what they're doing, and they don't care. They probably don't care if they don't get their salaries, because half these Congress people, men and women, politicians, right? At the end of the day, they've got millions upon millions. These are the same people that, even though they make 100 and something thousand, 200 something thousand a year, they're worth hundreds of millions in some cases. Janet Yellen, Gary Gensler's silly, scandalous, huckster, fraudster, trickster ass, right? All of them. Elizabeth Warren, all of them worth hundreds of millions in some cases. How's that possible? Making 100 something thousand a month when you got a house payment, a car payment, or this payment, or that payment. What? And they don't care because they still get their damn checks, even though they're shut down. So guys, this is a problem that we have. And it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? When you want them to really understand something, you're so quick to go to war. Put your kids out there. You so ready to shut down the government. Let your checks get cut off. I'm just saying, huh? Why? Oh God, let me move on, huh? Make the show about that. Slowly, then all at once. What am I talking about? Vanguard. Just in Vanguard, the 9.3 trillion asset manager is weighing the launch of its crypto product for its clients. Come on, baby. It's about time. 9.3 trillion assets. What if we get just a piece of that? My God. What? Think about this. The hottest thing on the planet, crypto. And they're barely getting in the game? Come on now. Stop it. No need to chase what's meant for you. There is no need to chase what's meant for you. It's coming, baby. For us, by us, baby. What? Chicago, baby. Up 4% for the day. You got to love it. Don't be hating. You guys want more information, make sure you guys go check it out. Chicago. You guys can go over to our site here. You guys can see we're actually on Coinbase now. You can go directly to Coinbase, MetaMask, and all the different areas to find Chicago. Also, you guys can go check out our incredible team. We have a movie that is halfway done. We're going to be shooting the second part of that coming up. It'll be in Regal, and they're mentioning Shakaka in the movie twice. You got to love it. Here it is right here, guys. You can go right to Coinbase and put buy Shakaka. I ain't telling you to buy it. I'm just telling you where we at. Don't be hating. Let's move on. Okay, here we go. Everything is about to change. October should be the start of an epic bull run for crypto. Now, guys, really quickly, let me go back. I saw a few people that came in here, and I saw somebody give me a virtual hug. Virtual hug? What? Who gave me this damn is this Silver Days XRP? Oh, my goodness. 589. 589. If y'all don't know what that is, 589. Here it is right here. It's right there on your boy's page. 589. Right there. Look at that. Boom. Uh-oh, you can't see it on that one. Anyways. I think I'm following 589 people. Was that on accident or was that planned? I'm part of it right here, baby. 589. 589. I got the virtual hug. 589 from my man, Silver Days XRP. Much love to you, brother. I appreciate you in a major way. That's my man, Pots and Pans, the greatest family on planet Earth. And you know, anytime somebody gives me a virtual hug, I give you a hug back. But before we do, let's recognize a few more people. We've got TR Gurley's in the house. Good to see you, TR. We got who I think I see my beautiful wife up in here. Shouts out to Jeanette. That's my queen. That's my baby. That's my best friend. That's also my drug dealer. Y'all pray for me. Good Lord, Got me on a coffee like 2 years ago. What the hell's going on? Don't report her. I love her too much. All right, let's move on. Crypto for life, Chicago Coin family, XRP Army, and my man Pots and Pans with a virtual hug. Silver Days XRP. Guess what? This is for you.
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears in Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing letting money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
SEC got exposed and now they're on board. You gotta love it, Big things are coming. October is here. Don't be hating. We about to get to it. All right, guys, let's check it out. America is finally focused on working together to be the leader, to put this country at the forefront of this amazing innovation. No longer do they have their heads in their ass sets. Good Lord, what? Gary's gone. Joe's somewhere sleeping. Kamala gave up. Paul Atkins says it's crypto time. Let's listen in.
Today, I believe, marks a turning point in the history of American financial markets.
Damn straight.
For too long, the SEC and the CFTC have operated in parallel lanes, too often in conflict with each other, leaving the American public to bear the costs of duplication, delay, and uncertainty. That era is behind us. We are charting a new course, one that will solidify America's position as the world's financial leader.
One that will solidify as America's position as the crypto innovation capital of the world. And for those who put themselves in position, to get rich. Good Lord, let me say it. I said it again. Get rich. Chicken 415 in the house. We got German Sanchez. Is that a Puerto Rican flag? What? Booyaka. Is that my Puerto Rican brother? Gotta love it. Smash the like, hit the subscribe and notification bell. Support. Show your support for Jay's hard work. Thank you so much, CKs. I appreciate you, brother. I got some real ones in here, man. I got some real ones up in here. And I appreciate you guys in a major way. Much love to you guys. Crypto Clay up in here. Marvin Davis, TR Gurley, Anthony Bitcoins, Anthony Wanner, in the house. My beautiful queen, Jonette. Anybody else in here I missed? Marvin Davis. What's up, Marv? My man, Mike O. I get everybody? I think so. We on track? Let's do it. We got a hell of a show. Lloyd in the house. Lloyd. That's my dog right there. German Sanchez. Okay, let's keep it going. We got a hell of a show. I bet OTC sales are going cray-cray right now. I bet you right now OTC over-the-counter sales for XRP, and this is why I feel this way. Let's just do a little overview here, guys. Big Bro Tim, what's up, sis? BTC right now, the number one asset on planet Earth, 117,000 some change. Ethereum, 4,300 and some change. XRP, $2.94, that's it. BNB, $1,024. Solana, $218. You tell me, what price point do you think is more exciting to institutional investors? It's not just a price point for investors. What asset here moves money in seconds, not days, or in seconds, not minutes? What's the preferred asset for all those? Which one got 1,700 NDAs? Which one's got an ETF dropping at the end of this month? Which one's going to be part of ISO 20022? Which one's already being utilized by banks all over the world? Huh? Which one had beef bourgeois with Donald Trump? Which one was at the crypto summit? Which CEO just got married? Which CF? Let me stop. Go get some coffee. Y'all pray for me. Let's move on. Oh my God. My guy, Crypto Cowboy, with the facts. This is funny as hell, guys. He called this, he called it Rug Force One. Funny as hell. Let's read into it. Latest Forbes claims that Barron Trump, which I think this dude is like, Barron is like, how old is Barron? 19 years old. Donald Trump's son is worth $150 million and has made an estimate $80 million from token sales alone. Wonder how he did that. With an additional $2.3 billion locked up in tokens. Now you guys can read through all. I'll read it. Why not? Let's read. The president's youngest child was all in on crypto long before his dad helped coax the family to co-found World Liberty Financial. Okay, he's got four wallets or something, and I'm saying, okay, this is quote. This looks like, is this from Trump? This is from Trump. He's got 4 wallets or something, and I'm saying, what is a wallet? Trump chuckled last September at World Liberty's launch. So far, the 19-year-old New York NYU sophomore has New York University sophomore has pocketed an estimated $80 million from token sales and still holds an estimated $2.3 billion locked up in tokens, which Forbes heavily discounts because they can't yet be traded. If they could, probably dump those too. Let me stop. If the current price hangs on long enough, he might be able to dump, that's the key word, dump them for $525 million when they unlock. Crazy. And the problem is, here's how that works. So there's a lot of people that jumped in on that Trump coin, and people who got in there's a small percentage that got rich. No one got more rich than the Trump family. And it's just funny how, and again, I'm not beating Trump up, the whole Make America Great Again and all that, but we saw there was a lot of words about what was going to be done. And I think there's certain things in place that that played out. But the first thing that the Trump family did, wasn't in the benefit of the American people, but was in the benefit of the Trump family that they put on the American people with the Trump coin, the Melania coin. And all of a sudden, all these rules start changing. Oh, we're not going to go after Hawktula, and we're not going to go after, what's that dude's name? Something hard over at, and all this stuff, and drop this, and drop cases, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's okay, pretty much the rug pull, because that's what the Hawktula girl was being accused of, and other people have been accused of. And anyways, that coin got up to like $75, something like that. I believe the Trump coin, what did it get up to, like $75? Let's see. And the big wallets that were, that probably tied back to Trump's son, sold at the top, right? Pumped off of Daddy's name. Daddy's, so what does the thing hit? It hit, let's see, what was the high on this thing? $75.35, 8 months ago. Probably ain't no way in hell it's getting back there again, right? So what happens, a lot of people jumped in this thing. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, which is what people do, right? Trying to get rich. And only the one who got the most money is this 19-year-old kid, 150. And I'm not sitting here trying to bash. I'm speaking for, I didn't even say this, right? Because if you go down in the comments on this, if you go into the comments here, wait, what's that? Oh God. If you go down in the comments, right, from CoinDesk, my man right here, Crypto Cowboy, says Rug Force 1, over 1.9 thousand views in 19 hours. Rug Force 1, like Air Force 1, but Rug Force 1. And because of that Rug Force, Dad is saying, man, I'm proud of my son. He got up there and got rich off the American people. Just saying. And I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, that's kind of just saying. All right, let's move on. Oh, Lord. I never bought Trump coin to get rich. I'm still buying because I collect anything. Yeah, no, I get it. Crypto Clay, this is not an attack. Man, when I say things, it's not to hurt anybody or attack anybody. I'm just giving facts. And the fact is this 19-year-old kid got rich off the backs of everybody else using his dad's name. Bottom line, call it what you want to call it. And the fact that it was before anything really happened with American crypto, and we're going to do all this for Americans, this and that, which I'm not saying that's not happening slowly but surely, but they definitely put that family first. And this is the results of it, huh? Forbes naming his son one of the youngest, richest guys. Yeah, of course. All right, move on. Brad Garlandhouse. Who else? Anybody else sneak up in here? I didn't see. Let me see. I got everybody. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. Lots to do. Facts. Yeah, Barron Trump for president. Yeah. I'm not. Look, guys. I'm not hating. I'm just spitting facts. I'm spitting facts. Hey, God bless him. The smartest and maybe the funniest person I know, a true OG. This is Brad Garlinghouse on David Schwartz leaving. So David Schwartz, if you guys don't know, matter of fact, let me read this out because there's a comment I made on it. So, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to read this out. This is kind of hard. So, kind of long. So David Schwartz comes out yesterday, guys, and puts, as happens in one's life, I've been taking stock of my last 40 years. This guy's been in this industry 40 years. If you guys dig back with David, he had patents that were very similar to Bitcoin's development of Bitcoin and things like that. Certain patents he had in place way before Bitcoin came out, like way back in the day. A lot of people think he was, part of that group, or if not Satoshi, part of that whole scenario. He was definitely a developer along with Jeremy Lear and Arthur Britto and those guys. And he kind of talks about that in here, his time. It says it's been a wild ride. I've gone from consulting for the NSA to watching, and even that statement, consulting for the NSA, that ties in certain things that makes me, I'm not going to get into all that. Watching the early stages of Bitcoin. Then I met Arthur, Jed, and Chris and worked on coding the XRP ledger. Now I've spent more than 13 years at Ripple. I can't begin to explain. So he goes through all this stuff and thankful and basically saying he wants to be a grandpa now. He wants to spend time with his grandkids. It's right here. He says he's not walking fully away, but he's stepping down as a CTO. He'll be on the board of Ripple, which Brad kind of made a joke about him being his boss now, because obviously when you're on the board, you oversee and in charge of things that are going on with that entity. But he goes through all these different things, his gratitude, and this is definitely a beautiful, heartfelt message. Now, you read this and you understand in reading this, and I read it a couple times, and then I just sat around and thought about it because obviously, that's you got nothing else better to do. So, and what I took away from this is something that I took away from, and I don't get too far into that real quick, but this was a beautiful moment. Then Brad piggybacks on that. And he comes back, and I read Brad's statement because it's not that long. The smartest and maybe the funniest person I know, a true OG in crypto with the conviction and vision to see what others couldn't. To see what others could. So now think about this. To see what others couldn't, right? Obviously, he worked on the XRP ledger and was a part of that whole development of XRP with those guys to create something better and in every way than Bitcoin. But to see what others couldn't. Whoever created Bitcoin saw something others. You are a legend. Thank you. And I'm not trying to be conspiracy. I'm just having some fun here. Thank you, David, for everything you've done for the industry, for Ripple, and for the XRP ledger. We are forever grateful and in awe of your immense impact. The dude is brilliant, like the crypto Einstein, right? That's what he is. I'm not taking our weekly check-ins off the calendar, though. I am glad you won't be far as you join the Ripple board. Continue to impact your deep wisdom and guidance on what we are building. Wait, does that mean you're my boss now? So that's kind of cool. Love seeing, this interaction with Brad and with David. Now, I'm going to go back up, but I want to go back and kind of give you guys my 2 cents, and it's just me, guys. This, somebody, if you get mad about what I say, whatever, I don't give a damn. So this is Mr. Man, and he's talking about Brad, Monica, and all this kind of stuff. And so I kind of put a comment out there, a little deal out there, and it was just based off my own thoughts and evaluation of the situation, right? Sean Thompson, good to see you, Sean Thompson. Okay, so let me read through this. Okay, here we go. Agreed, 100%. I'll take it a step further. Now, this is him talking about, David leaving, all that kind of stuff, and so think about the fact that David just retired, Brad got married or whatever. So I said, I'm going to take it a step further. It seems to me there's a level of celebration and to some extent ease around Ripple, meaning that right now it's like, because look, Brad just got married last week or whatever, but he didn't just meet the lady last week. This is probably something, in the way I'm looking at it, is probably a relationship where he was intending to marry and then found the perfect time. And I could be off, maybe things just worked out, but maybe there's something going on right now where he's just like, this is a time to celebrate. And with all this stuff that's getting ready to happen, I want to celebrate it with my better half, right? I would feel the same way, right? Let me move on. Okay. Maybe I'm off, but with Brad getting married and Joel saying, I'm ready to rest. So at the same time, you got the CTO and you got the CEO. The CEO is still there, but he makes this massive decision in his life, like, right? after a 4-year, 8-month battle, almost a 5-year battle, right? Same thing, the two biggest soldiers, the two guys that was fighting that battle. I mean, obviously we had Stuart Other, but even during that big fight, you didn't hear a lot about Chris Larson. You know, he kind of on the sidelines, but it was Brad, it was David, it was, you know, all those around that were fighting that battle, obviously legal teams and stuff like that. But let me keep it going. I said I may be off with Brad getting married and Joe saying I'm ready to rest. To me personally, it feels like there's a lot of things that have been put in place and possibly deals done that have those at Ripple that know. Those at Ripple that know, right? What we don't know, preparing for things to explode. So to me, the way I looked at it is there's this moment of, you know, we talk about 1,700 NDAs, which we don't know about. We talk about all these meetings with Trump. We talk about conversations that he's had with Trump about the U.S. debt, about there's even been rumors where the U.S. could maybe take some control of the XRP, all these different variables, right? ETFs, all these things playing out. And then Brad made a couple of comments, you know, here not too long ago about, you know, here's what I will say, you know, if I could, you know, quote Brad, here's what I will say. 14% of SWIFT in 5 years. That's a pretty bold ass statement. And so as I tie all these things in, there's something that they know. There's probably deals already done. The ink is probably already dried. And we just don't know yet. Okay. Just like when Larry Fink said, I can't talk about it. Yes, you can. You don't want me to. Yes. Well, I can't. Well, come on, Larry. Charles, shut the hell up. I can't. Huh? Let's move on. Meaning, it's been a long and hard-fought battle over the past almost 5 years. And I don't think it was an accident or mistake that Trump posted what he did. I'm just kind of putting all this stuff together on Truth Social when he said, I think those early meetings with Ripple and Trump were more powerful than we even realized, right? You know, people are trying to get pictures like, hey, that's it. But I think those meetings were way more powerful than we realized. Think about the fact that Brad and Ripple could easily have done a deal or have a deal in place with Trump that puts the U.S. in position to eliminate all their debt. Now, there are some rumors about the U.S. taking control of a certain supply of XRP, because remember, that XRP was gifted to Ripple. It was gifted to Ripple, right? Just stay with me for a minute, right? Do you understand how big that would be? Solving that problem would make Trump legendary as the president, and he would want that more than anything else. Anything else, okay? Stay with me. I feel like Ripple and XRP has a huge role in the U.S. moving forward, and there's already deals in place that we will eventually find out when those 1,700 NDAs are exposed. Those 1,700 NDAs, I believe, will expose a whole lot, right? I could be off, and if I am, it's not by a lot, though. Or I could be spot on. I'm not saying the job is done, but what I am saying is the hardest part of the battle was won versus the SEC. And now you see if you just start putting all these pieces together, everything is easy. We're going to just, come back and withdraw your ETF filings. We're going to make this easy. Matter of fact, you know, all these different variables, man, banks can't be discriminated against consumers. All these different things that this is easy and that's easy. And we're still going to be regulating, but man, we're just going to because they're trying to rapidly get things in place. They're trying to rapidly get things in place, right? So again, the battles, there's still things that have the Clarity Act, certain things, but the biggest part of that battle has been won. And now those who led the charge, like Brad and Joel, can relax a bit. And they have role players in place at Ripple that can and will take this thing home, right? It doesn't take, you know, the main people to, hey, you got it? Bank of America, Wells Fargo, government, and everything's in place. Take us home. The hardest battle's been fought. Take us home. 150 million, 4 years, almost 4 years, 8 months, almost 5 years, everything, we're there. Take us home. Meanwhile, Brad said, you know what? Woosah, let me go and get married. Joe said, you know what? Woosah, because you guys understand where I'm going. These guys are so well positioned that after that fight, what's coming to them is well deserved. These guys have so much XRP. You know, Jake Claver talks about 1,000, and the Dom and Phil over at Easy A says 1,000 by a certain time. People like Jimmy Valley and the VTHO Capital, VTHO Evaluation, and Molly Elmore and all those guys talk about 30,000, 40, 50, 60,000 by 2030 something, whatever. God, do you understand? That would probably put Brad and Joel among some of the top richest people in the world. These guys will be, I don't even know if the word billions would be right. Trillion? I mean, I don't even know. I mean, based off what they have. So if I'm in that position and I've gotten us, if I fought the fight and I can see clear skies, everything has been in place. Biden's gone, Gary Gensler's gone, Elizabeth Warren asked on it. Nobody even gives a damn what she's talking about. And for the first time, I mean, there's things out there the banks can't even discriminate against. Like, what? I had 5 or 6 accounts shut down. All the stuff that Ripple fought so hard, now it's easy for everybody else. Come on, man. Anybody with me? Huh? Let's move forward. Let's move on. Where did I leave off at? I said, so they have people in place at Ripple that can and will take us home while they both relax a bit and enjoy what's getting ready to happen. I believe those two have put Ripple, XRP, XRPL, RLUSD, and all that in place to shock the effing world. Shock the effing world. I'm telling you, like, no games, no BS, no hype. No, I got this, and this is going to be, they're going to be processing, and we're working on, everybody's coming around with all, and I'm not saying there's not partnerships and things. There's a lot of phenomenal assets and a lot of phenomenal partnerships. But there was a lot of people running. There was companies that wouldn't even come into the United States until Trump came in. I can name XDC, several of them that are sitting here now with location, like Crow, sitting here now with location. They paid that $5 million, got that gold Trump coin. But the company that fought the battle, the company that really set the tone, the company that defeated the SEC 6-0, that never sacrificed integrity for growth, that sat here, that stood on their damn ground, that had conversations with President Trump, and one of the only few that was at the crypto summit, at the Senate hearing, all these backdoor meetings, beef bourgeois, and all these different things happening. When everybody else is trying to take selfies at the crypto summit, Brad's just sitting there like, ha, yeah. And then all of a sudden, now we're going into October. ETFs are coming. ISO 20022. Brad gets married. Joel says, man, let me just relax, man. They both looking at each other, man. You want to go fishing next weekend? Let's take it home. Let's take it home. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin family. They about to take it home. And guess what? The results of all that hard work, your ass about to be rich. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin family. XRP Army. This is for you.
I'm better off, I'm selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit that Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet ya. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night.
Come on,
party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning?
Come on.
It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, now I'm choosing. Which one? This one,
greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. And I'm not just talking about Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin, XRP Army, but it goes all the way to Ripple. And now those who led the fight, those who led the charge, are going to go ahead and relax. One to get married, one to go enjoy his grandkids. Both have put this company and put those who believed in a position, those who believed and put themselves in position that they did the things today that others wouldn't do while everybody was hating and talking crap. It will be legendary. That's a fact. Oh, man. Yeah. I do believe that these guys will be extremely wealthy and go down as in history as icons in the evolution of money worldwide. Then again, what do I know? Huh? I've just been lucky all my life, I guess. Let's move on. Can't believe they mentioned XRP. James XRP Rule says that. Let me see if anybody in here. Esco 215 in the house. Good to see you, bro. Esco 215 up in here. Protein 40. That's my dog. Who else up in here? I hope y'all like that little overview I had. Huh? If the Clarity Act makes XRP a currency in any way, the U.S. uses it, IMF will have to carry it. Facts. Facts on facts on facts. Great day, 6'8", Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Familia. You damn straight. Jose knows. Tiffany says, I love this write-up. Fire. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Could potentially make the U.S. the IMF if XRP becomes the global reserve currency, and we are the largest holder. Facts on facts on facts. TJ Patterson up in here. What's up, my brother? 6'8", Crypto for Life. Family. If you believe, as I do, that CODIS was rebranded as Flare, then I think David leaving when he did is tied more to Flare going live. Just my thought. Yeah, I mean, everyone has an opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that, my brother. And I don't even know if I'm right. I could be wrong. It's just like, I'm at a time in my life where I go live, I get off, I look forward to seeing my wife, I go to sleep. I go live, I look forward to seeing my wife, and everything in between is just studying, man. That's all I do, and it's funny because me and Mike O have conversations, man. If y'all knew the conversations. And I'm not saying, Mike is a brilliant, multi-million-dollar businessman, and some of these conversations that I have with people that are connected to, Anchorage and Ripple, and I'm telling, people, just stop trying to act like you know people. Well, I do. That's the thing I do. And success leaves clues, but success also attracts success. And through some of these contacts with Jake Claver and even digging through people from XRP, like some people go to XRP Las Vegas to drink. And ain't nothing wrong with that, to have, all that's part of it, right? But when I go there, I'm lurking, and I'm trying to make connections, and I was invited to some backdoor situations and numbers exchange and taproot to taproot to taproot and all this stuff, and so it's just a beautiful thing. And then people who have nothing to do with Crypto for Life, people who have nothing to do with Jake Claver, people who have nothing to do with anybody that you guys know, then there's conversations through those professional relationships that tie into, I'm going to stop there. Because I promised these sources I wouldn't say nothing. But there's some things happening, guys. And I think that's what, so the version that I can speak about on YouTube is a percentage of what I actually know. And that's all I can say about that. We're going to move on because, relationships mean more than anything else. It's not about being hyper. Oh, let me do this and get some clicks and get some likes. And no, yeah. But there's some incredible things happening. And then I think what it is, it's not like I got the answer. No, I don't. But when you hear these things and you put them together, and you're like, oh my God, that piece. Just like when you look at Fruition Productions rigged from the start of the war on crypto, and it's like, damn, that's an important piece of the puzzle. You start looking like, damn, all that happened, all this, and you start putting all these things together, and you're like, oh my God. Right? So I don't come up with the scenario that I come up with, Brad getting married or Joe saying what he's saying or this and that or, Trump's the dinner here or being at the White House, and you start just putting all these things together. It's like, damn, it's a beautiful thing, especially when you can find out some backdoor things that have happened that I promise you, I put it on my children and my mother. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And that comes sometimes from those connections of people working at these different, anyways, let's move on. God bless you. Okay, can't believe they mentioned XRP, number of spot crypto ETFs and more, and many more funds may be about to boom after the SEC's decision. Now, James Rule put this out. If you click this right here and go into it, how much time I got? 46 minutes. Okay. So this is from CNBC, okay, so this is just talking about two recent Securities and Exchange Commission decisions, should lead to a wave of new ETFs. Okay, crypto ETFs covering more digital cryptocurrencies or more currencies such as Solana and XRP to be expected. Damn! This is what he meant by the fact that, they said Solana and XRP are to be expected. And guys, you see this everywhere. Like look at Tristan Thompson and everybody's like, oh, all the NBA guys have called me asking me about, should I buy more XRP? But boy, what? I tell y'all, when it becomes a household name, watch out. Huh? And it's still cheap. It's still cheap. Y'all see that list I put out there? You can say what you want to say. Right here. Number one asset, 117,000. Number two, 4,300. Number three, that was in a lawsuit, that's been fighting for his life, that's barely got all the stuff dropped. That's in the best, but things still have. The first two got ETFs. The third one doesn't. The first two got ETFs. The third one got 1,700 NDAs. The third one's got partnerships. I'm just going to stop. If you don't know, it ain't my job to convince you. Let's move on. Lord. There will be bullish signs in October. You look up in the cloud, says, this is going to be a cloud day. It's all bull. Like, damn, that just made me bullish. Oh, God. Happy October, XRP family. You damn straight. This is pretty funny. I saw this picture somewhere and then just redid it. Maxis hate us because they ain't us. And this is a Bitcoin maxi going to go see their shrink or their doctor or psychiatrist. Is XRP in the room with us right now, Mr. Bitcoin Maxi? Yes, doctor, it is. They got their bags packed. Just in 330 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum shorts liquidated in the past 24 hours, huh? Woo! I said, when will they learn? when they learn, somebody lost some money. Just started the Senate Finance hearing on digital asset taxation. Now, if you guys, I'm not going to get into this for time restrictions, but if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys check this out by Eleanor Terrett. She put this out. The Senate Finance Committee has just announced a hearing on Wednesday, October 1st, today, already happened, on crypto taxes. So all these people here are part of this. You got people from Coinbase, Coin Center, law firms, and all that stuff. So American Institute of CPAs, they're all there trying to figure out how to get their money. Damn it. How come Trump couldn't keep what he no taxation on digital assets? What happened to that, Trump? Huh? Did you do what you said you're going to do on that? We know that your son got rich off that Trump coin. Let me stop. Donald Trump Jr. says crypto will preserve U.S. dollar dominance. If anyone knows, the Trumps know. Facts. Shouts out to the Trump family. Let's hope our American government BS doesn't mess up our October. What am I talking about? Damn it. The damn lockdown. So well positioned. So well timed. Hope the U.S. government doesn't F up our October crypto run. They're getting paid. Why shouldn't we? Just saying. Government shuts down as Congress fails to reach spending deal in time. Fox News. Blah, 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 blah. Manipulation. How about that? If you guys want to hit, if you're interested in this, click the picture. It's a link. Boom. Take you right in there. And you can read all about it on Fox News. Government shuts down after Congress. I just like, wah, wah. To me, when I see stuff like this, it's like the Charlie Brown thing. Remember how Charlie Brown back in the day, they would speak, it'd be like, wah, 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 wah. Manipulation. That's all I got to say about that. Michael said, when it gets to $100, that's when people will start believing. Mike, but here's the thing, Mike. I think Mike is right, but I think it comes 90% before that. I think it comes around $10. I think $10 make people want to holler. And what do I mean by that? Good Lord, It's a coffee. Let me get some more of this crack. Hold on, Vietnamese coffee, gotta love it. So I do believe Mike is on point. He says when it gets to $100, that's when people will start to believe it can moon like Bitcoin. We will be the OGs. And I agree with that 1,000,000%. And I'm going to add to Mike's thing. I'm going to add to that. What's going to help it get to $100 is obviously a lot of different variables from ETFs, from the 1,700 NDAs and everything else. But man, I believe when I say FOMO, it's not just retail like us. When that big money, because remember, it doesn't take a lot to move the price. When that big money, when the caliber of people, no, don't get me wrong, 1,700 NDAs, institutional investors being utilized, ISO 20022, 14% of SWIFT, that's the biggest money. That's down the line. But in the short term, when I think about some of those prices that Jake was talking about, ETFs could be the spark. Then it gets to double digits. Then it surpasses Ethereum at some point. I don't know what that number will be because Ether move as well, but those ETFs will be a rocket boost. And then it gets to the number 2 asset, not for the first time. That's what people don't get. Once again. Oh God, it's never gonna get there. Dumbass, it was there. That's for all the people out there hating. Dumbass, XRP was the number 2 asset. And then the lawsuit and all these different things. Once it gets back to that position, with all these things in place, ETFs come, sparks it that way, and then after that, one thing after another, and one thing after another. And I think with all these different, the Clarity Act, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. There's so much in place for XRP to shine bright like a diamond, like the gem that it is. And there's a lot of them. $6-8, that's all you're talking about. It's one of the greatest opportunities, not based off hype, not based what they said. People can say, dude, if you've been in this space as long as we have, there's a lot of people that say a lot of things, and some of those assets and companies and opportunities are gone. And there's some great ones out there. Your Algos, the HBARs, the IOTAs, the XLM, XTC. There's a lot of them, but I still don't feel like there's one better. Here's what I'll say: the next up, right? Solana, I believe, is going to have this Ethereum moment. XRP is going to have its Bitcoin moment. Okay, let's move on. I think Michael is right on the money with that. I really do. Right? Where did that go? I think he's right on the money with that, and that's going to be so. Here's what I'll say with what Michael says. That $100 thing that Mike O just said is going to be like Bitcoin's $20,000 moment. Right? I know that's a big difference. Hear what I'm saying. Michael Saylor said that a lot of the people in his circle wouldn't even invest in Bitcoin until it got above and maintained support above 20,000. That's documented. Go look at it. And his average cost when they started buying was like 20-something thousand. Now obviously they bought the dip in it, but the average price now is probably a lot more than that because they're still buying. But they had to see that price hold, and then certain things that kind of played out with adoption and things like that. Not institutional adoption, but adoption. So I do believe Mike is right that once it sparked that 100 up, because things are so different now. Like back in the day, I might have said, well, it needs to hit 1,000 for everybody. No, I think because how everything is in place right now, the fact that crypto is the hottest thing on the planet. You got, and here's the thing, you got everybody talking about it, but yet everybody's not in it yet. That's what I'm saying. Like there's people who get ahead of the wave. They know that there's a wave coming. Like, ain't no damn wave. What are you talking? Ain't no tsunami coming. And they got on there and they kind of looked at everything digital, like, oh my God, based off what I see, the technical, there's a tsunami coming. And I'm being facetious, but you follow what I'm saying. They're ahead of the wave. Those are the people that got in Bitcoin when Da Vinci J was saying, get Bitcoin for $1, $1 freaking dollar. And all those people from way back in the day, right? They got ahead of the wave. There's people who ride the wave, right? And I believe if you're in XRP right now, you are in the ride the wave situation. You're in the ride the wave moment with XRP. You're right. You're going to ride this down. You might have jumped on the surfboard at 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, even $3. Here's what you got to remember. It's not when your ass got in. Stop. Oh, when did you get in? When did you get in? Stop comparing yourself. Here's what you need to know. You got on the damn surfboard before the damn wave took off. Before ETS, before 1700 NDA, before institutional, before all that. XRP probably, in my opinion, should be, just my 2 cents, 2 Satoshi, 2 drops, whatever you want to say, should be way more than what it is now. But at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the freaking day, I'm trying to tell you guys right now, you're on the surfboard. And when those things start happening, it's the growth of the wave. As ETFs come, the wave gets bigger. And everybody that's in position will be tsunamied with wealth. Tsunamied with wealth. Meanwhile, there's people chasing the wave. And I think, like Mike said, they're going to be chasing the wave at $100. Wait, let me get in the wave. And they're going to be look at Silver Days on the wave. Look at Big Bro 10. She just did I don't even know all the wave terminology. She did like a swirl on the wave, all that kind of stuff, right? Shouts out to Papa 82. I agree. Yeah, there's some people been on my show that I've interviewed that said 10,000 or more. Yeah, facts. S2 Chroma says, can you please check on Clash? It's up another 36%. Oh, okay, all right. We don't hate another assets, baby. We got a lot of them. We stack a lot of them. But right now we're talking about XRP, baby boy. Appreciate you being here, though, my man. Pots and pans. Welcome to the family. So I do believe that's what's going to happen. So you got people who, like I always say, people who play the game, watch the game, and don't know there's a game being played. There's people who in front of the wave, riding the wave, and people who are going to chase the wave. And you'll be able to chase the wave. They'll be able to chase the wave at $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000, $100,000. People are chasing the Bitcoin wave. Buy 0.1 Bitcoin. You'll get, what? You know how big that wave is? $117,000 in height? And the Bitcoin, no, and they're looking all the way down. Just buy 0.1 Bitcoin. Can you hear me? Right? You still have an opportunity where you're like this. I mean, the wave ain't even that big, guys. The wave is actually super small. At 50 cents and below, people are still going like this. They were stroking out trying to catch the wave. That's 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. You're right before you jump on the board. And all of a sudden, $3 hit, back to the all-time, and boom, people jumped on the wave. The wave is small. It's not even that big. $5, the wave gets a little bit more. $10, it starts going up. $20 is like, I think Mike Oates got something. $100, and that wave is like, dun 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 dun. Like everybody's going surfing USA, right? And that's when the masses come in, and that wave will get so effing big, tsunami level. And just by default, just like people didn't do anything special with Bitcoin. It's like, you got a PhD? No, I just bought Bitcoin early, right? There's some people who got in Bitcoin so damn early, like kind of like the Mt. Gox thing. There's people who Bitcoin been tied up and they're multi-millionaires and they didn't do anything. It was stuck, right? Not because they try, but so the point I'm trying to make, there's two different variables. Either you're going to hold on to it or something great is going to happen, but it's not based off of anything else other than having that plan that we talk about, controlling your emotions, doing your research, all those different things, guys. But your time is going to come. I promise you it's going to come. I can't promise. I'm not saying, oh, you're going to. I'm just saying is our time will come. Whatever that time is, whatever, because everybody's story is different. It's not financial advice. I'm just saying at some point, your time, because everybody's levels of how long they're going to ride the wave is different. My level, and I was funny, I was talking about my son with this, and I think I talked to my son about this, and I think Lewis Jackson did a phenomenal job in talking about where your age is at. At my age, I'm going to ride the wave, but, I also want to enjoy my life. Different people, based off where you came in financially, you'll ride the wave a little longer. You have a different plan on when you're going to jump off. Some people might get triggered like, ooh, I'm going to do a barrel roll. That's what it's called, barrel. Let me move on, damn it. I'm almost out of time. Let's move on. Okay, hope you guys enjoy that analogy. 68J. Liquid crack. Gotta love it. AKA coffee. I want anybody to go, the guy's actually on crack. It's called coffee. Let's move on. Okay, where we at here? This to me, this says way more than it doesn't. And this whole thing with the David Schwartz, I just think it says a whole lot. I think Brad getting married, I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. That's tight, Brad. And then when Joe Cat literally just days after, Brad comes out and says, I'm getting married. Joe just days after comes out and says, I'm going to enjoy my grandkids. Huh? Everybody's just in this real cool mode because it's over. We're in position. They did their job. Huh? Because they know everything. And when we do, good Lord, that's going to be your time. Huh? Are you on the wave? Did you get in front of the wave? Are you riding the wave? There's a lot of people we know that didn't listen to us. They didn't want to hear anything we had to say. They'll be chasing the wave. Facts. Agreed 100%. This is, okay, so I went through that already. Let's move on. Went through that already. Let's move on. Crypto Tales, make sure you guys go check out this link right here. Now, guys, I'm going to say this. I'm going to end it on this. I'm going to end it on this because we got to get out of here. I'm trying to stay within my hour. All right? So this came out, guys. There's so much stuff going on. This is, and I don't even talk about this stuff. It says he got out of jail 39 times before he murdered an innocent white girl. Black privilege is real. And I hate seeing this, not because it's black and white. And I'm just so sick of all this black and white crap. It's not, dude, we are brothers and sisters in God. Ignorance and stupidity and evil comes in all nationalities. It's not, we just need to stop trying to make this about fighting each other against each other, man. We're so past those days. We're so past that time. But there's a lot of ridiculous stuff going on. I'm going to read my views. Again, it's just my views, and I'm going to digress. This is ridiculous on so many levels, right? Talking about, this, not what he did is ridiculous, but the whole white and black thing. Here we go. First, we need to stop making this a black and white thing. It's a broken judicial system thing. There's this type of evil in every race. Bad is bad, and it's not predicated off of color. And I got some people in my own race I can't stand. I'm prejudiced against stupidity, ignorance, evil, corruption, bad. I don't see color. Hell, I'm Puerto Rican and black. My wife is Filipino and Filipino Mexican. My kids are white and Irish. I just told them when they went to school, Dad, what box do we check? Whatever side is winning, check that box. Let me stop. Whatever gives the best bit, let me stop. Good luck. Let's move on. Okay, here we go. The legal system is at fault and is failing us miserably. You see this happening with every race. We waste so much money on sending it to other countries while our own country / judicial system is effing broken. Take those billions and build more prisons and keep the evil / bad MS away from the good people paying too much in taxes already, which should be going to keeping the American people safe. This is what we pay for, not for them to go out there and use our money for this and that and jets and that. Dude, I'm not saying don't lock their ass, and if they can't be, what's it called? Not reconditioned, but if they can't be helped, then leave it. It's like we see too much of this. He's been in prison 5 times for rape. We let him out, and then we wonder why he raped and killed. And I'm not trying to get myself banned off of you. I'm just saying this is so effing. What kind of system do we got? Right? What kind? You want to go arrest Pookie for smoking weed, but then you got a guy here that, Corrupted ass politicians need to be fined for all the stealing they do of our tax dollars and have it used to keep these pieces of shit, I put crap, ass, whatever, people off the streets. I'm just sick of it, man. They won't get it until it happens to one of their children or one of their family members. It's just like let's shut the government down, but we still get paid. Oh, well, let's just move on and talk about all those races. But y'all can do something about it. Stop letting these freaking animals, these evil mother effers, off back onto the street. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. I got children. I got 6, 3 boys and 3 girls, and I would never want one of my kids to be the victim like that poor girl on that bus. Left, Ukraine or something like that. Left to come over here, a war-infested, horrible country. Not horrible in the sense I'm not saying nothing against people, but just that environment, and then gets jacked on a bus. This poor girl here, I mean, it's sickening. As a father, as a person, as an American, it's sickening. It's not about race. It's about evil. And that's a fact. That's a fact. We'll move on. All right, guys, we're going to get up out of here. I'm already over my hour. Joe Budai, Corn Pop was a bad dude. There's so many bad people in this world, man. It's not about race. It's just bad people. David resigns on the last day of the U.S. Fiscal year, as today is the first day of the new fiscal year. This is all... Like I said, you guys heard my statement. If you didn't, go back and read what I said. Joe Budai in the house, Crypto Outlaw, Silver Days XRP, Tiffany Serrano, thanks for your time today, Jay. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Crypto Outlaw, good to see you. David Source for sure. Silver Days XRP, Nest Force, there's only one race, the human race, children of God. We all different build, different sizes, different shapes, different colors. But at the end of the day, evil is evil, bad is bad. Mavericks, Half Moon Bay, like Jay, appreciate you, brother. We got Papa 82 in the house. Appreciate you for being here. Nest Force. X Lloyd in the house. I got to get up out of here, guys. Big Bro 10. S2 Chroma is in the house. Who else we got in here? Crypto Allah, good to see you, brother. We got Protein 40. Papa in the house. I love it when you call me Big Papa. We got Jose, good to see you. Mike, oh, that's my boy. My man, Pots and Pans. Great point today, Mike. Who else we got in here? Nest Force. I said that already. Who else? Protein 40. Good to see you. Yazid, I gotta go down. I think my brother Yazid might have gave me a virtual hug or something. Hold on. We got Big Bro 10, X Loy, Esco 215. I'm trying to make sure I'm saying the same names over. Shouts out to Gabe and Tiff. TJ Patterson, good to see you. C-Kez in the house, one of our biggest supporters. Thank you, my brother. I know Beekeeper 69's up in here. Sean, DJ Jazzy XRP in the house. Good to see you, Sean. Thompson in the house. Who's we got? Chicken 415 in the house. Crypto Cowboy in the house. Bullish Bird is in the house. Good to see you, my man. Bullish Bird. German Sanchez. Good to see you, my brother. I believe that's Puerto Rico, right? Booyaka. What we got in here? Crypto Clay. Anthony Wanner. TR Gurley is in the house. That's my man. Anybody else? Shouts out for with the virtual hug for my man, Silver Days XRP. Silver Days. That's my dog right there. Silver Days. Appreciate you, my brother. My beautiful queen. Shouts out to my baby, my best friend, Jeanette. Marvin Davis, I see you. Did I get everybody? Adam 500. Good to see you, Adam. KG in the house. Greatest family. Fisherman Camo Joe first on the scene. That's my brother right there. Yeah, Z. Yeah, Bebe says 68J, virtual hug, peace 68. Guys, you know, before we get up out of here, I know I'm a little bit over. I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys, love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the greatest family, Yazir, Silver Days. Thank all you guys for your continued support, the virtual hugs, everything, just for being here. Before we get up out of here, guys, I want to give you the rest of the song. Why? Because you deserve it. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army, greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. This is for you. It says, shout out to the chat. Have a bullish day. On that, here we go.
Pull up in a spacecraft, them bags on us. Get into them bags, so them stacks on us. In a different bracks, where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rap buzz. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone, and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code, so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying. And I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear's selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you
about to get up out of here. Hell no, we still got blockchain monkeys. Let's do it.
Let me get some. We looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on. Yeah, I want the whole damn shit. And if you bring in any further, bust the whole damn clip. Now, we do our own research here. Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care. Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag man. And I just bought Quant with my bad hand. A little Globius and XDC. And a little more XRP, we not playing. So basically we repping for the same set. Cause we was here way before the main net. Who would have thought that crypto tales would come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
Shouts out to the greatest family on planet Earth. I see my man Sly Fox in the house, my beautiful king. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you guys mañana. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can check us out. Make sure you guys go over to our Crypto for Life page. Show your love. Greatest family on planet Earth. Until next time, it's your boy James, aka 6AJ. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah.